Hey, this is Horror Stories on All WY Radio. Today we have Poindexter with us, and we're going to start off with them playing a couple songs. So whenever you guys are ready.
Talking about space, no one can hear your scream. No one can hear you scream. When the doctor found the detonator switch, the alien next to the cat puts. I only opens the door, the whole ship and escape. We're in the shuttle. Alien came from a good fight. And I told me what a beautiful sight. Shit, I blew him up in the cargo ship that flew the alien out the airlock. Stuck in outer space. No one can hear you scream. Trapped in outer space. No one can hear you scream. No one can hear you scream. Trapped in outer space. No one can hear you scream. Trapped in outer space. No one can hear you scream. No one can hear you scream. Woo. Do you want to lay in front of the bass drum? I mean, it would be an honor.
That's fine. I can totally tell already.
This is a horror story. Steve kicks this kick drum away from him. It's coming. Full muscular man is a 3 muscular Michaels. Then he's gonna end up bringing the juice, so you gotta take care of it. It's coming and you gotta take care of it. It's coming, it's coming. Every day, turbulent truths on everything. Lunatic from the power, the lunatic from the turbulent power. It's coming and you gotta take care of it. It's coming, it's coming. What's coming and you gotta take care of it. What's coming and you gotta take care of it. What's coming, what's coming. What's coming and you gotta take care of it. That was a great job. All those out in Radio Land, the bass drum was held in place by the DJ. Yeah, we'll do one more new one. This one doesn't have a name yet, so we have a code name for it, but it's based on I've been interviewing for jobs and I've been getting rejection letters. So I took the rejection letter that I got most recently and I set it to music. So that's what this song is. The harsh reality. Thank you for the opportunity to meet with you and to discuss your qualifications for the position. While we're impressed with your background and experience, we have decided on another candidate for the position. We'll retain your resume in our files for any future openings with us. Now we're impressed with your background and experience. We have decided on another candidate for the position. We sincerely regret that we cannot offer you employment with our organization at this time. We can thank you for applying. Again, thank you for thank you for applying. Again, thank you for applying. We wish you all the best. Thank you. That was actually those words were written by David Marcinkowski.
All right, yeah, that was rad. We had some minor technical difficulties, but they made it. They made it through. So we just gotta wait for them to migrate over to our talking area, I guess.
Do we need these?
I think there's headphones over here.
Yeah, I think we might need one set of those headphones to come back.
Bass player.
Throw a quick check on that microphone for me, sir.
Hey. Hey, how's it going? Hey. Hello.
Good. You good?
Yeah, I can hear them.
Do you want it close or just conversational?
Wherever you have it right now is good.
Okay. What? True story about Kessel. He finds the small dark corner of the stage and gets in it. And this is weird because it's lit, but it is small and it's a corner.
Yeah, it's only got one of his preferences.
Yeah.
He's not so famous. He's not so famous that'll turn it down. That'll turn
Well, I
down
mean,
the light.
he could
small
reach
corner.
over and turn the light off anytime he wanted to.
That's
and
true.
He's quick like a ninja. I think there are a couple pairs over there that you could hear.
Perfectly fine.
Can you hear me?
Maybe you should max and relax in a different direction like that.
No, I wanna face the host.
Well,
I'm not-
off the other microphone.
What?
Don't worry, Jeff. All right, we're working around Jeff here. Can you see him? Can you guys see each other?
Yep,
All
I
right.
can see everybody.
Can we make eye contact?
Yeah, there it is.
Yeah,
We're making eye contact.
yeah.
Okay.
It's a snake.
It's seductive.
All right,
Very
cool.
important for the radio.
It's
All right.
important for chemistry, which translates over any medium.
Thank you very much for having us, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Thank
thanks
you.
for coming on. Yeah, so while you guys were playing, the kick drum was moving,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I had to step in as the stopper for it.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Yeah.
I'm the one who should be thanking you. That's usually my job.
Yeah, Kessel usually he's been tasked to do that many a shows. And then for Christmas last year, he bought me a carpet and some wood, and we made a contraption that was better than the cinder block that I was using prior. Usually, I just
right.
I roll around with a cinder block and just place it in front.
Yeah,
but-
it's always good to have on you. Yeah, I was very worried that it was going to keep moving because I was only blocking one corner or
You
one
would've.
of the posts. So I was just assuming that it was just going to start moving in one direction away from my foot, like what is that? Do you guys know what that is? The axis of my foot. It was just going to move around that, but it
Yeah.
didn't. So we were lucky. So yeah, I've had way too many. A ton of practices. I don't know how many shows, but definitely a couple where the bass drum moving was a huge issue.
Yeah. I highly suggest getting a cinder block. It's
Just keep
portable.
it in your car.
It's portable, yeah. Like the carpet. I mean, they sell like smaller carpets that are like much easier, but this one is
Mhm.
like, I was like, if I'm going to do this carpet thing, it's going to be big, and,
Mhm.
and it can fit everything. All the stands are out on it.
Mhm.
I'm dorking out over a carpet right now.
It's something they don't teach you in high school band.
Yeah, really.
Yeah, they don't teach you that. So,
But you guys have made your bassist do it.
yeah.
Well, Kessel, yeah, that's Kessel work.
Yeah.
When the cinder block has to be
I think that's
moved.
standard bassist work. Like they carry the gear, they stop the bass drum. That's standard bassist work, right? Make sure they're not heard.
Yeah, the mix on that when we were playing was great. I was like, the bass tone is so good.
Yeah, it was hard to pick up in the room, but I'm sure it's great live. You know?
Mhm, yeah.
They ever like, hey man, just can you go get us some tacos and
Leave your bass.
We're in the middle of the
man.
set. Yeah,
just leave your bass around, man. We want to fiddle
We'll
around.
kick it every once in a while. It'll be good. I'm a huge fan of the bass jokes, especially when I was like only playing bass for a band. I'd be the one making all the jokes. I was just like, why you guys even have me here? What's the point of me being here? All right, yeah. So, what are your horror stories? You guys have been around for a while.
We're like one of those bands that's kind of been around, but we don't
don't
not
play
all
out so
that
much.
active. So we have a few though. I mean, we were talking about this before we came over, and on the way over, for me, there are 3 or 4 shows that really stand out.
Mm-hmm.
We played 2 Music is Arts. The first one was a mud pit. I mean, like it had rained the
I know
previous
exactly what you're talking
48
about.
hours.
Yeah.
And to get to the stage, which was a trailer that was sunk in the ground.
It was on the side of a grass hill.
Yeah,
as
it was
well,
on.
so
It was by the
100%.
Shakespeare
Which
stage.
basically just turned into then a mudslide.
Yeah. Like, I hope I don't lose my shoe walking up here.
Literally,
Yeah.
2. Then they had boards, but they only went halfway through the mud pit. So we got there, and there were puddles on the stage.
And then you were standing at the edge of the board,
It was kinda
looking
like-
at the stage.
It was
like,
like
"Whoa, how are
planks.
we
You
gonna
just
get
kind of
there?"
like
Yeah.
jump. I forgot about
Yeah.
jump from plank to plank. Yeah. Being like, man, I hope I don't eat shit. And like, oh.
Yeah, I mean it was rough. And then I was like, oh well, the stage will be fine, and it was worse because it wasn't dirt. It was just like, stage material covered with mud, and there were puddles like
On
where
the stage?
It's like metal.
Yeah,
the metal was
on
like
the stage.
The metal was like wet and dirty. Yeah.
Wow.
There was like I ruined a pair of shoes that day. I had to put my pedals, like I have that little pedal board where my area on the stage was the puddle. So I would have had to submerge those. So it was different.
Yeah, definitely.
That was a different show. But it was fun. I mean, don't get me wrong. But it was not ideal.
It was not an ideal setup or transportation wise.
Yeah. Well, and we played to what, like 2 kids and my mom?
Yeah, there was a child that was dancing before we.
There was a
started playing.
child.
It
So
was gonna
I-
dance. It was gonna dance anyway.
Somebody was moving.
That kid was having a great time.
Yeah, that's better.
regardless,
You got one kid having a good time. That's better than the whole crowd just standing
Yeah,
there.
I think. And then Jeff's family probably, and then I think there's a few randoms. James might actually saw us play. Our good friend
Was James?
Yeah, early
He's
on.
so loud. I don't know how he can continue to hear.
And then I'm pretty sure because of the as displayed here, I change when I play because I get moist, and I'm still sweating right now, even though we didn't play that long, and there wasn't really like good places to just kind of change your clothes. So I'm pretty sure the act after us saw my butt. Like I was just changing. Kessel saw it. Yeah.
Did you blame it on like the rain though?
Bare
Like, why is everything
minimum.
wet? Oh,
I was just like, I had no place to change.
Yeah.
I just did it. I'm like, it wasn't gonna stop me. But that's it could be a reoccurring theme in the horror
we have-
stories. Actually,
you didn't like.
Steve has lots of stories about changing in front of people.
you just have to before.
I feel like
this.
pigs, they use the mud to stop sweating. You could have just rolled around real quick.
Well, I mean, imagine you want to just change into your shorts, and it's wintertime, so maybe you're like wearing boots and some pants, but you're faced with really the only area you can go is the bathroom, which doesn't sound like that bad of an idea, but you're playing like just some bar where people just taking liberty to just piss all over the floor. So it's like, your feet are, you're having to try to use your boots as some sort of weird thing. And maybe you're already like naked and you're holding your jeans because you can't put them anywhere. If you set them down, they're just going to get urine on them. And now you're tasked with trying to put other shorts on. That'll occasionally happen. And that's just, you just get good at it.
It's not a skill most people talk about.
Or you just get pee on your pants. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I don't tell anybody about that. So there's just the things that just have to happen.
I think
it's like,
there's
well, I have to change. I mean,
Yeah, I don't know. I think
here's the scenario. I mean, I've changed in kitchens before, just like weirdest places. I'm like, oh, this is a spot. All right, I'm
You
changing
get real
right
quick
now.
at it though.
Right now
Like
I'm
3
changing.
seconds, done.
Yeah.
New clothes.
Or I was trying to be slick to hide behind the bass cabinet at Music is Art, and the guys just saw me from the side. Just saw me take my pants off.
I feel like there's two kinds of scenarios for that though. Either one where you like respect yourself and you're like, oh, I don't want to get pee on myself today. But then there's the punk rock attitude, and you're just like, well, what if I put everything in the pee and came out?
Yeah,
Like,
I'm just, well, then I just sit on my stool and I could pee all over my equipment and just, All right, well, an idea. It's definitely workable. I don't know. And then those hot days like today, that urine would be coming through the stool now that it's home and has been peed on.
The thing everyone dreads when they come home from a show. Now my pee covered stool is gonna be all making. It's gonna be smelling up the house now.
Smell up the practice space.
The ride home with it.
The ride home with it. Oh my god.
I feel like you wouldn't even notice that. You'd be so used to it.
After a while-
It's when you're in the smell, and then when you get home,
you leave
and then
come
stop.
back to
Yeah,
it,
exactly. And then you realize what torment you went through during that show.
Oh my god. And then what about the second music star?
The second one, with that one, it was a great show, sort of, because we were wedged between these two bands that draw.
Mm-hmm.
So we had a great time slot, and we were on the big stage.
There was free food and drinks. I enjoyed that.
Well, there were free food and drinks for us because we had the VIP passes.
Okay. No, yeah. That was a good part. That was a not horror part.
That was a not horror part. That was feeling like a rock
Very
star.
good,
part.
yeah.
Little dessert things.
Did you like?
Delicious.
Did your ego go like way off? Like, oh,
I didn't care. I just ate the food. I was just like,
you putting it in your pockets and
this
stuff.
is
Like
coming
that.
home.
Well, with chefs, it was really good. So when you apply for Music is Art, they say you can play 3 songs or 15 minutes.
Mhm,
So we play 2.5-minute songs.
mhm.
So I thought, oh, okay, well, we can probably do 5 or 6 in that 15-minute block.
Yeah.
So we get up there and we rip through 3 songs, and then the MCs are like, "You're done, get off," and they're doing this
Yeah.
motion that you can't see on the radio.
There is a webcam on it. Yeah.
I know. I
But for the listeners, they
Mhm.
can't see.
Where is the cam?
It's right there. I'm hogging most of it.
You okay?
It's got all 3 of you on it. I don't know if you can. It's on the screen.
I'm
Yeah,
like,
I can
nope,
back up.
I'm behind Steve.
That's why I was backing up so I can get you.
Yeah, don't steal my
I was trying to be
thunder.
concerned.
Oh yeah.
Don't steal my
Why you come up to the
spotlight.
mic? He's
Yeah,
not.
if I have to say something, and I'll get in there. But I when I saw it on your screen, I was like, oh.
All right. So the
This is
MCs
the
are.
This is the
Face
face.
of the band.
So they kind of like horseshoed us. They hooked us off stage, and then the next band wasn't ready.
Mhm.
So they were like, "Hey, do you guys want to do one more?" So we had to
So
go.
more of what you were already supposed to be able to play.
Yeah, it was awkward.
It was totally awkward, and I was laughing. I was like, oh yeah, we just got hooked.
Yeah,
I was
we
like,
totally got hooked.
we just totally just like yanking us on the stage.
They're
and then,
like,
and then they're like,
okay.
can you guys, do you mind playing another song? I was just laughing. I was like, the whole experience was just, to me, whatever. It's just, we were there to have fun. We were having fun playing our songs.
I mean, we had
and they just
fun.
kind of like made some sort of weird misstep. Like, I don't know, like,
3 songs. Are done. Get out of here. We don't want you here.
They're like, yeah. So there was that. We also played this. It's like a winter solstice show with the Buffalo United Artists Theater, which has since been bulldozed. But it was supposed to be this like spontaneous music and dance and arts and stuff. And we get there and it's like,
we had like 2 songs we were going to play, right? Was it 1
I
or 2?
think we did 3,
3?
actually.
Okay.
And it was a lot of depressing lesbian poetry. And it was real. Like,
Well, we were-
cancer. There was a cancer poem.
we were wedged between a woman who was doing a cancer poem, very serious, very, cathartic, and then a woman doing an interpretive dance, I think, right?
It was something.
And the woman who then did the interpretive dance, we were both in like, for we'll call it just like the green room or whatever, like just the area. And I was like, well, this is where I'm going
The
to
area
change.
where they
This
shove
is
the
where
band.
Steve gets naked.
It's like, this is where I get, this is where I get
Gonna get
naked. This is where I
naked.
get naked. Yeah.
Do you
So I'm
announce
like-
it? Do you
so-
yell?
Well, no,
It's
I mean,
like,
if there's-
I'm gonna be naked.
really, if there's like people around or something, I might just be like, I'm gonna change for a second. So
You're very polite
look,
about
look
it.
if you want, don't have to. I'm just like, I'm gonna change. It's like really
Yeah.
rather matter of fact. Like I went over there and I was like, I'm going to change, and then I
Yeah.
just did it, and then
He
I came
announced
back.
it.
I was like, going to change. So no one can say they've been caught off guard by that. But I didn't know there was.
When the
I didn't-
lawyers ask,
yeah. Well, I
I,
didn't
I
know.
said I was gonna do it.
Yeah, I
You were
know,
in a
yeah.
preschool.
Yeah. Well, I mean, in the tradition of theater, we must change our costumes quickly. I thought I was in the room alone, or at least maybe with Jeff, but and I wasn't. The interpretive dance lady was like in there, and I just like changed apparently like right in front of her, and then I noticed when I was done, I was like, oh, I'm sorry, and then she actually was like, oh, I used to be in theater, which of course you
Right.
makes it like, oh yeah, because they
Yeah.
are all getting naked in front of each other at some point in time when they have to do like costume changes. So, but not exactly a horror story, just an awkward being naked in front of a 50-year-old woman kind of
It's a little
event.
farther than I've ever had to go. Never really had to worry about that.
You'll get your time. It'll
It
come.
will come.
Don't you
Your day
worry.
will come. You'll get yours, buddy. You better
It'll-
watch out.
You'll,
As
you'll
my
be
grandfather
blessed.
said, it'll put hair on your chest.
Oh my God.
But that the show itself was one of those like what? Because I think we played that Avril Lavigne cover we used to play.
Possibly. I think it was extremely awkward. And then someone from a local newscast came in, and obviously was just wanted to get their package.
Yeah,
And we were
so
on, so we ended up being on the news later that night just because the guy was like, just came in with the camera and was like, all right, got it.
Yeah.
Just like left. And it was
Yeah.
like, just totally just like,
So-
all right, job done. Which wasn't the only time that happened to us. That happened to us at the College Street Music Gallery, where we were the first band that played this outdoor thing, and a guy from Buffalo News came, just snapped a picture of us and just bolted,
Mhm.
spelled my name wrong, and actually stopped us between our songs to ask how to
Yeah.
spell my name. Because he
Yeah,
was
that's
like, he was just
clever.
so done with it. Like between the first song, he was just like, hey, what's your name? And then he had gotten Kessel off guard, and we started the song, but Kessel didn't because he was talking to the media.
Yeah, totally missed that intro.
Oh well.
So, oh, my horror story.
your time to
Yeah, you've been pretty
shine.
quiet. It's
Well, these guys, you know,
It's just a horror being with us. So
Yeah,
that's the thing.
yeah.
He's like, just keep listening to him, and you're gonna know my
You'll
horror
know-
story.
you'll know my face. You'll know my face.
Band divas.
I mean,
But you have to keep you because you're the face, like
Yeah.
right? You just have to keep
The name, the
And
face,
the name,
The
the
name.
glasses.
yeah.
you're the
Yeah.
whole image.
It's my band.
Also the talent, also the jerk, the face, right? All of it in one
Yeah.
package.
Yeah,
the entire A team. All
I'm
in
gonna
the
make
same
someone really happy when I settle down. If I settle down.
If any woman's lucky enough, right? You'd be like, hey, you need to know
A
your
woman,
place
a
stuff.
woman would be very lucky to
Yeah,
have me.
yeah, but you have to tell her what's up. You'd be like, listen here, I do what I want, whenever I want. You got to be okay with that.
Mainly having sex with men.
Yeah, that's kind of like my role in the band.
Whatever floats your boat, man.
Amen, brother.
It just got real uncomfortable in here.
Did it? I don't think it
I
did.
don't know.
It didn't get uncomfortable. Are you uncomfortable?
No,
Good. You look comfortable. You're on a couch.
I have the
Mountain.
best seat in the house.
So,
Yeah, you look the most comfortable. You look like you really, but you're the face, the image, the talent, and the jerk. All of one.
I'm not really the jerk. Am I the jerk?
I'm the jerk.
Steve's.
I'm the jerk.
If we need something
I
done,
was just
like
guessing.
money, if there's a money issue or any kind of issue,
If someone has a rash, I want to know how they got it and where it's gonna go away. How are we gonna How are we gonna take care of this rash?
Is that an issue in the band? Constant rashes that need
Well,
to be dealt
you know,
with before you spend a lot of time together.
You got to powder. You got to powder. You got to.
when you're on the road, yeah.
You got to powder. Yep, got to powder.
Is that a tip that we should let people know?
I don't know. No, actually, you know what? I just made it up, but it sounds like something I should be doing. Just maybe just like
Make
in
sure
life in
check,
general. Yeah.
make sure
It's like-
check your bandmates
yeah.
for rashes constantly.
yeah,
Check your
everyone-
bandmates
Yeah.
for rashes.
And if you're not going to do that, at least powder them.
Steve, I got this.
Every
and
morning.
actually, in college, remember when we lived together?
I don't think
You were like
I think I've-
spraying me with that stuff, my back.
What happened?
I had shingles on my
Oh,
back.
did
I had
you
that
really?
rash all over my back from the shingles, and you would like spray me.
This is what happens when you're friends and roommates. You're just like, apparently, I don't remember this. This is it seems
It's
kind of regular.
classic
Well,
Steve.
Well, I mean, I guess you got to ask somebody to be like, well, I got something. I need to put this medicine on my back. Who's better than your roommate to
Yeah.
do that?
Yeah,
for
I feel
you?
like that's good for your band to just be all that comfortable with each
Well,
other.
that's why we're so tight as a
Yeah.
band,
Well, that's
Yeah.
That's I guess
except
the
for tonight.
that's I guess the origins for. Did something go wrong?
No,
No, I thought it was all right.
that's okay.
Today.
I thought
You guys sounded good.
it was minimal drum set stuff. I thought
Yeah.
it came off all right.
The guitar tone was kind of throwing me.
I really couldn't hear it. I could if I couldn't. I don't know. It sounded fine to me.
It's fine.
It sounded fine. Get over it. Um,
As he quits the band.
horror stories on horror stories. Making of horror stories.
Don't you tell me how we were. I was there.
Roll back the tape. Roll back the tape.
Luckily, that's why
I want to do a commentary on the tape right now.
Do it. Do it.
want to break everything down.
We're gonna wait.
No, luckily that's
Miss
why we
Drum-
We're
keep,
not leaving
Miss-
until
Miss
it's
Drumhead
done.
after Miss Drumhead.
we keep a stenographer on, so don't worry.
Okay.
We'll bring it back up.
Amen. Amen.
He's hype man and stenographer.
Yeah, that's actually what he's doing over there. He's not doing Tumblr blogs about puppies. He's doing stenographer work.
That's weird because
Someone's
we're all
gotta do it.
cat people.
Uh,
That's another weird
that's-
thing about this band. We
that's
each
ups-
have
that's
2
upsetting.
cats.
That's upsetting. I find that usually, one, there's way too many cats in my lives. Not enough dogs. It's not balanced. Way too many cats. I also find that people usually have more than one.
Yeah, well, they're better in pairs.
Do they? Are they? Do they even like
Yeah.
each other?
One of my cats would totally disagree with that.
Yeah, exactly. Like
She
I
was like-
usually find that they just kind of ignore each other. They just live together. They're just like, oh, you're here too.
See, mine lick each other. They play.
That's strange. Because my brother's cats, all they do is fight. Not him. My other brother.
That's your brother?
That is, yeah, that's my twin brother. If you can't tell.
I thought maybe something was amiss, but when you guys said that you were sharing a ride, I figured that was enough to throw me off. I was like, well, maybe they're just friends.
That's
That
what,
look a
that's
lot
what
we
I
like to tell
call it.
people. We like to tell people we're just cousins and see who believes us. And our friends really. We
We
have
ju-
one friend who
we ju-
really enjoys telling people that we just live near each other. We're not related at all.
They just carpool.
yeah, we just
We're
we just
carpool buddies.
It's carpool
we
buddies.
look alike because we just grew up near each other. It's just
Yeah.
a thing that
It's the
happens.
power
Don't you know
lines.
that? Yeah.
Both near
Oh,
power
it's the
lines.
power
Yeah,
lines.
exactly. I mean, the government's putting chemtrails in the sky. Who knows what's going on? They're just making people look alike. Whatever.
Did you grow up in Alaska near Harp?
No.
Is that really
No, I did not grow up in
mind
Alaska.
control? I didn't know they could manipulate the physical.
Oh, I thought that was weather control.
Is it a
It's
horror
mind,
story?
weather, and
It's everything, man.
It's everything.
It's everything. It's the government.
I
You don't
watched the
even know.
Jesse Ventura special on it. Fact.
Yeah.
It's good.
Obama is a
Yes, thanks.
reptile.
Is it
Yeah,
amphibian?
he's a
Or
lizard.
reptile?
He's a
lizard,
descendant
right?
of dinosaurs. We actually went over this on our last show here.
Oh, okay.
We went over all the history of Obama and his people.
He's-
Yeah.
I am way behind things.
Do you want me to catch you up real quick?
Is that
So,
relevant
yeah,
to the
yeah.
show?
Always.
I
It's
mean, I
relevant
hate for
to
the.
common
I
life.
hate to,
It'll be real quick. Just
Okay, yeah, go for it. Yeah.
65 million years ago, the dinosaurs didn't die off. They actually just moved to the center of the Earth, which is actually hollow, thus evolving over 65 million years, leading to the super intelligent beings of reptiles that Obama is akin to. That's what happened.
Is this who's? Is
Where's-
this a book?
where's-
Is this a book? Did someone
where's
believe
the
this?
For
entrance?
real, some like
Who believes
pilot
this?
flew into the center of the
Yeah,
earth.
exactly.
through,
Is there like
North
an
Pole or something, I
entrance?
think.
Of course.
An
Where they
entrance to the
come
Earth.
in and out?
It's the North Pole, and they're also working on a second hole in Area 51. So
Interesting.
yeah,
I don't think the ground is that stable over there.
What
You would
about
think,
what
but
about
they
the
know what they're
magma
doing.
and the lava?
it's not there.
It's
Earth's
not there.
hollow.
That's
They made that
it's
up.
a myth.
Who told you that?
It's used.
Scientists from the
it's used
government.
to control you.
I've never.
Have you ever been to
You're
the
right.
center of the Earth? Right?
I haven't.
You don't.
I
Yeah.
haven't. These
you've
people
never
have.
observed-
These
yeah.
these people have.
That's where they live.
Eyewitness
That's where they live. It's where
testimony.
they're from.
That's really
All right, yeah.
Eyewitness testimony. Yeah. See. I don't
Long,
even
long
know.
tangent. Any other stories you guys have?
We got tons of
yeah.
stories.
When we were talking about the one, it was debatable because it was a really great show. But I was thinking it's like, I mean, it's not like I mean,
Oh,
what's a
Cuba?
horror story? Yeah, I mean, like when the kids were there having a good time. The kids, they were having a good time,
kids!
and
It
they
can be
were,
isolated within a show.
yeah, and then they're like,
For
yeah,
sure.
well, and they'd gotten a
This
little
was
excited.
maybe
got a little heated.
arguably my favorite show we've ever
Yeah, it was a
played.
good time. A lot of people were bumping into you, having a good time, spraying beers around, but they were also spraying around fireworks, it would seem. And
It was a basement show.
it was inside of a
It was
basement,
fireworks
so
in
it
a
was
basement
indoors.
show.
Yeah. And your set list caught fire, did it
the
not?
room, the
That's
basement
hardcore.
was probably the size of this room,
Right.
give or take.
Yep.
And
Fair enough. Yeah.
Mhm.
there were 30-ish people there, Steve.
I'd say that's probably low end.
Low end 30 people. There was a guy in like full hockey gear. I've got video from the show.
You
I
really
can show you.
prepared.
They were really
You're
drunk. It was
really
very
prepared.
smoky
They were-
inside.
it was
It
really
very
smoky.
smoky, hard to see.
They
Like,
were breaking the drywall off the
Oh my
ceiling in the
God.
basement and pelting each other with it.
and then
So
actually
that's a
started.
normal like game that they.
Well, that
play
had
there?
started actually the year before. It was apparently a tradition of this particular show, and there was like, I guess it
That's so
started
strange.
partially one show before that, and it kind of only barely happened.
But it really escalated at this one.
yeah, and there
With
was just-
fireworks.
Yeah, they were
There
just
was
like,
one a
fire.
table. Like they smashed a table and a guitar.
yeah.
Sheesh.
But while we were playing, I kind of got pushed away from the mic and fireworks were going off and my set list burnt.
And was that before or after you got hit with the beer?
That was the previous year.
Oh,
I
that
got
was-
pelted with a half full beer at that show.
But,
A can or
a
bottle?
can.
Okay.
As anyone knows who's played Cleveland, though, that is a good thing.
That's a
When they
good
throw
I
thing.
took
beer,
it-
when they throw beer at you,
Does
or
that mean
like,
they like
or the
you?
t-shirt, they
Fireworks
like
at
they
you.
like
I
you.
took
Yeah,
it
and they
as a
shoot
good
fireworks at you.
thing.
No, that's generally the punkers. They like you when they do that. Yeah,
I'll take your word
it's a
for it. I've
punk-
never been
I mean,
to
it-
Cleveland, so
It
or I've
could
never
have
played Cleveland.
the show could have gone to a very dark place, but it didn't. So that was kind of like the horror.
And speaking of like tactical type difficulties, we played Pride a few years ago.
Oh yeah, Buffalo
Um,
Gay Pride.
What was that?
That was
2013,
13 or
2013?
12.
Castle didn't play the show.
Yeah,
There's
I
this
wasn't
period
there
in the
for that.
There
band
was a-
where Castle makes prosthetics, but we'll get right to the point. Not genitals.
Yeah, if you
Although
want to be bigger,
I
there's
wish
like we can
that
get
he
you in
made
touch with
prosthetic
someone.
genitals.
he
But
knows people,
he
but he
knows a
himself
guy.
is not
He
good
knows
at
a
it.
guy.
Working on it.
Yeah, he's working on it,
The
but currently it's
process
just
isn't complete.
your more common prosthetics. But he was well, you can tell the story. You were in school.
Yeah, you were in school.
Say you were in
oh, yeah.
school.
I was in school.
He was in school. You heard it right from him,
Yeah.
right from the horse's mouth.
So I
You've
couldn't
heard it here,
for Gay
folks.
Pride.
say it. So we were playing Pride, and we were on what stage were we on? The Aquafina stage.
It was like some energy drink stage.
Maybe-
It was weird.
Maybe it was vitamin water stage. But
yeah, it was
didn't-
vitamin water.
Vitamin water.
Vitamin
Some-
water is an
and
energy
someone-
drink.
I don't, you know.
It was the
No,
kids'
Is that what
zone.
you
no,
guys-
it's not. It's not.
It's what you
Oh,
get
yeah,
amped
yeah,
up
I was
on.
like- I'm
It
like,
was
"Hey,
basically
did you guys hear about that milk? It gets you wild. Ooh.
it was the family zone stage.
Yeah.
Which was very weird for us. And it was way in the back and it was under this tent. And the tent wasn't secure. It was like wobbling around because it was really windy that day. It had rained.
Well, I wanted to say before we get into this, there was a band that played before us, maybe
It was
two
a
bands before us.
DJ.
It was a DJ. There's some huge period of time before us that shouldn't have been that long because he wouldn't stop smoking weed,
Yeah, and they
asked
made
him,
everyone leave.
and they were just like, "You got to get out of here. You won't stop smoking weed." And then there was
But like
huge,
before he went on,
no,
yeah, or
wow.
while he was playing,
while he was
performing,
he
yeah.
was playing.
While he was taking liberties, and you know, there's some places that'll work, other places it won't, and
Gay
Colorado.
Pride, family tent.
Yeah.
not
It's
one
not
of
the
those
place to
places.
smoke while you play.
no,
Yeah.
apparently not. Didn't see it in the rider. And yep. So he was
Muscle out, dank, kush in.
He was in a Kush coma.
Yeah. Who's to say? Who's to say?
Kush
Yeah.
coma.
What time does it go on? 4:20.
It's 420 somewhere. In the
Yeah,
world.
everywhere.
So anyway, back to okay. So it was
You guys
really
know the hand
windy.
signal for that though?
I'm sorry.
You know the hand signal for 420?
I don't. Oh, there you go. Oh, yeah. I see. It's got the whole
Yeah,
J
you-
in
you
there
smoke
too.
it,
Yeah.
Just so you guys know, you can spread that
We're
around.
in the. Can we take that from you?
Spread it like a
Just
rash.
be like, yo,
Spread it like a rash.
that you guys apparently have
We've-
lots of.
We've come full circle.
Just like when you're out, be like, yo, I was on Horror Stories and they taught me this. Like,
Wait, so it's
Look at that. Just currently teaching himself how to do that.
you get the 0 and the 2.
So we had this like we were playing there, and
He's
there's
gonna
a-
practice that
there,
later.
yeah, there's many technical difficulties to this place. Like we were just like putting our stuff on the
You
stage or
should,
whatever,
yeah, I
and
forgot
the
about
wind is just like blowing all crazy, and I'm like, outdoors always has its own like, when you're playing
Challenges.
in your practice space or in like
Mhm, it's a controlled
standard
environment.
like
Exactly.
studio, yeah, there's no wind, especially like 20-mile-an-hour wind. So like my cymbals are just like, just totally like I'm hitting them, but I'm
Yeah.
not, and they're just like flapping all over. And the stage is broken in a couple pieces, so it's like when you play, it's bouncing.
Uh-huh.
So there's like that, and it's like just little things like that.
even
But
before that. Remember, we took 2 cars, and the security kept saying, "Are these your cars?"
yeah, the security
Like
harassing us
every
quite a bit.
2 minutes. Are these your cars? You can park here. Yeah. See, we're loading gear out of them.
Yeah, it was annoying.
Like
that,
we've
right?
got these instruments.
But the main issue,
Was that-
was the wind was like blowing so hard. Now, it was causing structural issues with the tent. The tent was going to fall over.
Well, there were 2 things. The tent was
Yeah.
going to fall over, and there was like a cable
Yeah, the cable. I forgot
that
about the
was
cable.
like neck level. I mean,
Oh,
someone
good,
could have
good,
slashed their throat on it.
Yeah.
I mean,
Because
And
usually when people listen to us, they just run extremely quickly in one
Towards
any
the
sort of
stage.
direction. Yeah. And then if this could have happened, they would have been probably
Decapitated.
decapitated.
And we were
And that would have been a first.
yeah, that toddler that toddler
First
from
and probably last.
yeah, first and probably that's the toddler from Music is Art would have showed up and got decapitated. And
Yeah.
Hey,
He
man,
probably
but,
wasn't
but
even
what else? I
born
mean,
then.
what was the resolution to that thing?
Nothing. They were just like,
We
here
just
you go.
toughed it out. Did
They
they
toughed it out.
Didn't
We
it
played-
fall over shortly after we were done? Like we got out of there and it like
They may have just
What
started
happened?
breaking down because what
Yeah.
happened was they I'm gonna get on my soapbox. So we are in fact
Soapbox is fine, but I say no names.
no names.
No
No, no,
names.
no,
oh
no,
no
no, no, no,
Alright.
no. We
Alright.
covered that.
Okay.
So we are actually a gay band.
except for James Warren.
Yeah, he's
James Warren. Except for him.
and Ron. What's Hensby? Ron
Ron-
Hensby.
Ron cut his hair.
Yeah, I don't know.
Nope.
So
Alright, anyway, yeah.
so we're actually like a gay band, like a legitimate gay band.
Hence us
Alright.
playing Gay Pride.
Hence we played Gay Pride because
Yeah.
I thought, you know what, it's something different. Diversity. They're all about diversity.
At the Pride thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Never got called back. But they put us in the tent in the back of the celebration after they started telling people to leave. So it was
I forgot
like
about that. Yeah, we played like
my
it was like
God.
it was supposed to end at 5, but we were on at 6 or something.
it
Yeah,
was,
wasn't
it was like that.
Yeah.
So it was like, yeah, we'll embrace the diversity, but after everyone leaves. Like I remember playing and there were like hordes of people just
Yeah,
we
we were
were
kind of
right
like the
next
we were
to
the
the
exit
exit.
music. We were like the
we, were-
exit
we,
music.
we played everyone
yeah.
out of the
yeah, I
venue.
totally forgot about that. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's so
Yeah.
funny. It sounds like some weird monkey's paw wish. We want to play the Gay Pride Parade. Oh, you can play, but you have to play when
Yeah.
everyone's gone.
Well, you know what? I think there weren't a whole lot of like, I mean, out and out like power pop punk acts. I think I don't know. I don't know what the deal is sometimes
They
with
want
that.
me to dress in drag.
Well, the idea-
That's the thing, and I
I
don't
probably-
look good in a dress.
I probably would have, but I'm
I
behind
don't
the
have the
drums,
hips
and then
for it.
and then it's you don't. Those are not birthing hips.
They are not.
Um,
It's awful.
and yeah. But
I'm-
yeah, I mean,
it's
I
my
would have
curse.
dressed in drag, but no, who's gonna care about the drummer? I'm sitting down in the back. It doesn't matter.
Hey,
I can't even
Exactly.
see it.
I saw a show where everybody was wearing a dress, and the drummer was like, "Hey, the cutest one." So he must have been getting all the attention.
There
you
you
know?
go. Yeah.
So I don't know.
Yeah.
The drummer gets more attention than you think. Don't sell yourself out.
Yeah, but
Don't
they're
sell
all
yourself.
I am
sweaty
not
after the
interested in
show.
anyone who's interested in the drummer because
You don't
do you
trust
see
them?
what's going on there? They're banging on things and they've got their mouth open weird and they're snotting
facial
and drooling.
expressions
Their
are
facial
pretty awesome.
expressions.
Yeah, but you're a singer too, right?
And
So
then,
like,
well, yeah, I'll sing some backups. I didn't do anything today, but yeah, I'll sing some backups. So I guess that like hides my face. I guess I've got the ostrich syndrome. I'm like, well, you can't see me. I'm behind these drums. my head's in the sand. You know. I'm
That's
just like-
that's what we always say. We call it a Charlie curtain.
Yeah.
Are you familiar with It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia?
yeah.
Have you seen the
Yeah.
episode where he asked for a
Hence
curtain?
Kessel work.
Yeah.
Like
Oh,
Castle Rock,
okay.
yeah,
All
yep,
right.
yep, yep.
Hey, that went over my head.
Yeah.
All right, yeah. So we just call it. He asked for a curtain, so we call it a Charlie curtain. And we're like, yeah, I'll play, but like, I need a curtain, man. Like, I won't be there. I'll be there, but I won't be there.
It must have been later seasons than I've seen. I haven't seen the last couple of seasons, I'll admit,
I have no idea
They're
when it
good.
was.
but I believe
They're
It's a good show,
Yeah,
in my
it's a good
opinion.
it's a good show.
In my opinion, yeah. Just my opinion.
Yeah.
Can I ask real quick though? Was it a coincidence that you guys are a gay band, or did you guys? I don't know. Like,
Well,
like,
I mean,
just all get together and you're like,
Only
oh,
one of us is gay.
yeah, well,
oh, okay.
I'm not going to tell you which one, but one of the three is.
My bad. I
Only-
assumed
And the
since
other
you said gay
two-
band. I
oh yeah, no.
assumed-
Well, here's the thing, like, you're not to like intervene for a second, but like, I guess when we started off, like when Jeff and I were, actually Jeff Kessel and I all
We met in
played
college.
in college,
Okay.
for like a short stint or whatever, and then like a long period of time went, and then Jeff and I got together for about a year, and then
I had
There's
a
a combination-
really bad breakup, and I was like, Steve,
Yeah.
you need to play with me.
yeah, and we like played,
I guilted him into it, and then
we played for a little while, and then I like flaked really hard and just blamed it on the fact that I didn't pay my phone bill and got turned off for like 5 days, and I was like, well,
I can't
couldn't-
call him back
couldn't get hold of
now.
it. Yeah. And then we ran into each other outside of Dunkin' Donuts, and I was like, I'm an a-hole, and we started
Just like that, he was like, I'm
basically. And then I was like, if you want to jam, and he's like, yes. So then we got together again, and then he had recruited another guy who was actually also a gay man, and I wasn't vibing him personally, and you know, which is
Oh,
like a
okay.
small thing. Which is a small thing because I tell you the truth, I've played in a lot of bands with a lot of people who are like maybe personally we don't like get along or whatever.
Where you can play together.
Yeah, but like yeah, and so like but musically we weren't vibing, and that was
Right.
like the combination of the two. I was just like I wasn't like in a champion form, so I pulled a super diva move and was just like I was just like
You're like,
I was-
he's out of the band.
I was like-
Kessel's in the band.
I was like, well, you know, it's either him or me, and I've got a bass player that could come in, Kessel. Remember, we used to play with him. So then, like, and
Is this the whole band? There's
this
no
is
one
the band.
that
Yeah,
couldn't
this-
make
yeah,
it
this is
today.
the band.
this is the band.
Okay.
Well, we had a guy who stood in for a little while when Kessel was making prosthetic penises, really big
Josh.
ones,
Huge.
just gargantuan, like
Yeah.
your leg.
So
and,
he was making,
yeah, he was
prosthetic
he
legs,
went to
but-
prosthetic penis school.
but you take the foot off and then you realize something about the leg.
yeah,
It's
you can,
versatile.
it can,
It's got
it can
multiple
ejaculate
uses.
High functionality.
like a shotgun.
Can we
apparently.
talk about this in detail?
It's a
Yeah,
podcast.
absolutely.
It's
Okay.
a podcast. There's no FCC regulation on this. It's
No,
like,
yeah, no.
It's
Go
like,
ahead.
It's like Skinamax. Yeah.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Yeah.
But
Yeah.
So,
Did you want us to take our shirts
what
off?
happened?
It's on you.
Oh, yeah.
You
Oh, yeah,
guys
sorry,
do whatever
I
makes you feel comfortable.
lost my train of thought. I was yeah. So then we brought
were-
Kessel in the band, and that thusly making it now a homosexual minority. But you know, and I've always been behind the fact that that doesn't matter as much as the fact that Jeff writes all the songs, writes all the lyrics.
Dude, you just outed me on the internet.
Oh, no.
No, wait a minute. I thought that's what college was for. I thought you were like, I went to college to
Yeah.
become gay.
So yeah, that was my major.
That's your major.
The
didn't know you could
degree
sign up for
says
that.
communication broadcasting. It's really,
Yeah, it's really
gay.
yeah, it's really gay. Yeah, it's rainbow. But yeah, so like I mean, in you know, in
Like
like
we
what?
should redact that statement though. Like
Yeah.
if you go to college for that, it does not mean you're gay.
No, fuck that, man. I'm like the thing is like
I think the
like,
program's changed
yeah.
a lot since I went
Yeah.
through it.
Yeah. Well, you know, and the thing that's you know, we're making this music, just writing these, you know, lyrics, writing these songs. Like the content of the songs and lyrics are, you know, they're
From the perspective of a gay man.
of a perspective of a gay man about having, you know, sometimes gay relations, sometimes not. And, you know, so I was always like, you know, when Jeff and I were talking about it, for a while, that wasn't something that wasn't like a flag that we flew. And I was like, no, like, hell yeah, man. Like, this is what it is. And everybody here is like totally behind it.
Yeah.
And it's just like, I mean, come on, you know, I mean, this isn't Neanderthal time. You know,
Yeah.
I mean, like, you know, you can be happily whatever the hell you want to be and make some art or just live your goddamn life, you know. And it's like, so we're a gay band, and that's that. And anyway, Jeff was saying, I was kidding, and that was all lead up for you. I was building up there.
forgot where we were going
And
with
I don't
that.
know. You were saying that.
I used to introduce the band as, "Hey, we're a proud gay band from Buffalo, New York," and every woman in the venue would leave.
Really?
Yeah,
Actually, was a string of shows where that happened.
Yeah.
That's
actually.
that's so weird.
that
Yeah.
kind of stopped.
You guys didn't
Yeah.
get any like backlash for that, did you?
No.
Every
no.
woman in the
Every
Well, I mean,
woman
other than
left,
every
left.
woman
I
leaving,
mean-
but yeah, I guess I didn't. I
And
forgot about that
apparently-
period of time.
Prosthetic penis got no use.
Yeah, yeah.
apparently,
and it could ejaculate. It was just like, but wait,
the prosthetic balls are full.
Where are you going? This gift bags.
I forgot about that
Yeah.
period of time.
Actually, we had not backlash. We played a show with this band somewhere in central New York, and I did that. And one of the members of one of the other bands that we played actually came out to me, said, "Hey, you know, never told anyone this before, but he came out."
Yeah.
So, and I was the first person he ever told because of that string of shows where I said that
And just-
we wrote a song about it that we didn't play tonight.
you know, and that's a good thing.
And that
Finding,
kind
of- that
finding some
was-
confidence in someone in the scene, and you know, realizing that, you know, if you feel like, I guess in this gentleman's instance, maybe he then didn't feel like he was alone. Because
Yeah.
he wasn't, because he isn't, you know,
And that-
he wasn't, and he isn't,
Yeah.
you know,
Mhm.
and not just with us, with people, you know, with other people, people he probably doesn't even know.
I don't know. But that's kind of
There's
one
only
of the
one gay
things-
person in all of Central New York.
Yeah. But that's one of the things. I'm not going there. I'm not going there. But that's one of the things I really wanted to do with this band, was to break that stereotype that all gay guys like electro pop and dubstep and all that electronic.
Is that a stereotype? I've never heard that one. That gay people love dubstep.
Well, I'm just
It's clubbing.
club music, the electronic music. You know, I like to.
Other than the band The Queers, which are,
yeah, but
power
are
pop,
they
yeah.
even really?
I think.
I think.
Pansy Division, right?
Well, yeah, Pansy Division, yeah.
Yeah, but they're not that good.
Opinions vary, I suppose.
Yeah.
You know, I will admit my ignorance. I'm 100% gay rights, but like I live a very sheltered white straight male life.
I know you thought I wanted to have sex with a woman.
Yeah, I know.
You should hear the things he says about a vagina. It's like not
It's
a place he wants
not
to
a-
be.
Not
a place he
appropriate
wants to
for
be.
here, but
Yeah.
that's why.
Hey,
That's
anything
why she
goes.
would be that lucky to have
Yeah.
me. That's
Yeah.
that's.
I apologize for that. I should
It's
not
fine.
assume. I
It's-
should not assume.
Is it a horror? Wait a minute. Okay,
Heterosexist,
okay.
man.
If we're going down this road, is
We're
it a horror
going-
story when this guy has a "I can suck a dick better than you can" conversation with my sister?
That wasn't after a show though.
It
That was-
wasn't, but it just happened
it
in our
made-
life.
Yeah.
Well, I had a friend. I was not a part of it, but it was a soda drinking contest, and he just destroyed everybody. He's like, "You got to deep throat him, man. You open up that throat." Like he was just.
Just let it relax the throat, man.
Just relax the throat,
exactly.
that
Relax
soda
your
will
throat.
slide right down
Right
there.
down there. 12 inches of soda, man.
So he
Right
was-
down
yeah,
in
he
there.
Whoa,
He was showing us up.
girthy. Yeah,
Oh,
Wait,
geez.
we went. Okay, we had other horror stories.
yeah. There were a bunch of
There were other
ones we
ones.
were talking about.
I
We had that promoter that that like just
yeah. Well, I don't. Yeah,
Club
I don't wanna
Paradise. I got made fun of.
Why?
We were like, this was like one of our third show maybe, and I used to play like tonight. I played my beater guitar, but I usually play a gold top Les Paul.
Mm.
And when we first started playing, I had the Slash edition,
Oh, nice.
and these punk kids in Hamburg were like, "Is that the Slash guitar?" And I was just like, you know, a lot of my issues are like in my head, you know,
Yeah.
like, are we gonna play all right?
It makes you feel like
These
self-conscious.
kids were like, nice
A
guitar.
12-year-old just made fun of me.
Oh,
And
guys.
it was literally like they were 14. and
Oh
they
my
were making fun of-
God.
Yeah, it was
That's
like a high school
hilarious.
show. And so we started playing. They ran off. They went to go play pool
Because they were cool.
because they were cool kids.
They
They
go to
had
the
their
pool
they
hall.
had their cigarette and they went.
Ooh.
And we started playing, and they like stopped playing pool and came over and skanked for our show, which I thought that was nice of them.
Yeah.
That was their apology. They're like, we're gonna dance for you.
All right. Well, yeah, I think, it's time to wrap it up. Do you guys have a place where the people can get your music and stuff? And
We
where should
do
people be
actually.
checking you
All
out?
our music is for free, and you can download it all except for everything we played tonight, which hasn't been recorded yet. But our Facebook page is facebook.com/Buffalo Poindexter, because the band is Poindexter, and we live in Buffalo.
Right.
And our Bandcamp is the same. It's also buffalopoindexter.bandcamp.com, and that's where you can download everything.
Right on. All right. Thanks so much for coming and talking with me.
Thanks
today.
for
Thank you for
us.
having us. Yeah, I had a good time.
Yeah. So that was Horror Stories with Poindexter.